We've asked for your questions on social media and I'm going to try and get through them as quick as I can. So now the first one is I've got to rank the 4 £100 million midfield players to move in 2023. So we've got Enzo, Fernandes, Declan Rice, Jude Bellingham and Caicedo. I would put Jude Bellingham as number 1. I think number 2, and this is maybe just on the back of yesterday's performance, I may put Fernandes second, because what I saw yesterday, if we see that a lot more going forward, he looks like a complete midfield player, certainly if he adds some more goals. I would go with Declan Rice next, and I would go 4th, Caicedo, who I am a huge fan of, but I would just put him 4th on this list right now and see how he does at Chelsea. How much will the addition of Onana improve Manchester United this season? He will improve them on the ball, that's just a fact. You know, you only have to, you look at him, you know, the highlights he's got. David De Gea, we know, you know, looking at last season, certainly those first 2 games of the season, he had massive problems against, I think the first game was Brighton at home, Brentford. I think he gave away goals from playing out from the back. So Manchester United could never play the real Ten Hag way, I feel. A manager who's come from Ajax and a goalkeeper, Onana, who's been at Ajax also. So I think he'll make a big difference with the ball. Remains to be seen. Who has had the best transfer window so far? I would say Arsenal, just for the fact that they've got the business done really early. You know, it feels really clean, clinical, strengthened in a lot of areas. And it's not just so much the pitch for Arsenal, the bench feels a lot stronger, because I actually think when Arsenal play the best team, it may actually only be Declan Rice who gets in the team. Maybe if, you know, the goalkeeper comes from Brentford, Raya, he may, you know, take over from Ramsdale and go, but I would say Arsenal. Oh, what would you be worth in today's transfer market? Well, I'm English, so that always adds 10 or 15% on you, doesn't it? I'd say 40 million, 40, 50 million, something like that. Defender who can play a few positions, and wasn't bad. Who is the best right winger in the Premier League right now? Mo Salah. I think Mo Salah's the best right winger. Saka is running him really close, but I just think the form we've seen of Saka last season and how he started the season in the first game, I think we would need to see that for another 12 months, 18 months, a couple of years. I think we'd need to see it over a 2 or 3 year period. I mean, Mo Salah's been an absolute revelation for Liverpool and probably one of the best players we've ever seen in the Premier League. So Mo Salah. Who was the toughest player you had to face in a 1v1? I would say Thierry Henry. He was just that fast, he was that good, and for me, still the best player to ever play in the Premier League. Which Sky Sports pundit would you want to be stuck on an island with, and why? So I'd want to be stuck there with him. I'd probably say Micah Richards, just for his energy. He'd probably keep you going, he'd keep you laughing, he'd come up with stupid things, he'd keep you going. I mean, Neville wouldn't shut up. Roy, you'd probably end just fighting, wouldn't you? With Roy, you know, there's nothing else to do in the end. You'd probably say, oh, let's have a scrap. Daniel Sturridge, you'd probably dropping some vibes. We dropping vibes? Me and Studge, dancing. But no, I'll go with Micah. Big personality, he'd keep me going, he'd keep me laughing. Do I still think Newcastle will not make the top 4? Oh, you know what? Watching them in that first game, it's just like it was Newcastle last season. And the only thing is they've now got Europe. Will that affect them playing maybe 6, 8, 10 games midweek that they didn't have? I mean, they're just brilliant every time I watch them. I do love them. Love watching them play. And there's something in your back of your mind keeps saying they'll drop off. But on the evidence in that first game, I mean, to beat Aston Villa, a team who everyone's talking about to be in the top 6, 5-1. Unbelievably impressive, and Isak up front. I mean, I absolutely love him to bits. I still think they've got a great chance. I think Liverpool, Newcastle, Chelsea will all be fighting for that last 4th position, maybe along with Manchester United. I do think Arsenal and City are slightly above the rest, but I think Newcastle will be right in the mix and got a great chance of making the top 4. But I hope it's Liverpool for obvious reasons.